Hey guys, welcome to another W Leads video. In this video we're going to be reviewing the opt-in pop-ups that several businesses are using that I think are pretty good, not always perfect, and we're just going to look at them so that it gives you inspiration for your own pop-ups. And the first one is on the engineering blog of Toptile.com. Toptile is like an outsourcing company for engineers, and what they do is they offer to win a free t-shirt every week if you sign up. Now, is that the best thing for them? I'm not sure, but I know these guys are A/B testing a lot, so it seems like giving away something that's physical might be a good alternative to giving something like an ebook or a digital good. Sorry, because everyone does that, so they've actually chosen to differentiate. And the thing is, you're not really sure you're gonna get it. You just become part of a giveaway. So actually you might be opting in and not getting very much out of it. So I would probably be A/B testing that. In terms of design, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's very simple and very much in the style of the website. And it just tells you right away that subscribe to the Toptile Engineer blog to win a free t-shirt. And you see the opt-in form right away. So in our test, we've seen that that two-step opt-in was working quite a bit better for us, but as you'll see in most of the cases except two in this video, most people use one-step opt-in, but that's a great way for you to optimize. So maybe what they could do is win a free Toptile t-shirt, and they could put that button here, and you would click on it. It would say get a chance to win the t-shirt. When they click, it says enter your email for us to contact you if you win that t-shirt, plus you'll receive the news from our blog. That would probably be a better way to get people in, but that works pretty well. It looks pretty nice. So that's the first pop-up and the first idea, which is giving a free physical item or making people be part of a giveaway for a physical item. But I would probably tweak it to be a two-step. Sell people on winning the t-shirt, and then say, hey, if you win, we need to be able to contact you. By the way, we'll also send you the news. So that's the first pop-up. It's a 10-second pop-up, and I opened them because otherwise it's going to be complicated to open them up. But it pops up after 10 seconds, which is a pretty good timing. From our experience, it's one of the best, along with exit intent in terms of opt-in rates. Next, we have our own site, which is Health Ambition. And in that case, I don't know if you can see the background, but that's a blog post about best juicing recipes for weight loss, tasty and effective. And the pop-up pops up. It's a category targeted pop-up. So that's a very important one as well that we didn't talk much about except for the theory video. And that is that creating a pop-up that matches your category will just increases your conversion rate by a lot. So to give you an idea, on this website, if I am showing a generic pop-up across the whole website, the overall conversion rate is about 1.6%. Now, for this category pop-up, that only pops up on articles that are in the juicing category, offering a free juicing recipe book, so it's very relevant to what the people were looking for when they came on the website. That pop-up converts around 5%. So that's like 4 times more than the normal one, 4.5 times more than the normal one. So it's really quite a lot more. And all I did was I matched the offer of the pop-up with the content in category. So that pop-up example shows you that you should be having several pop-ups on your site. Don't just have one pop-up for your whole site. If you have different categories, especially if your site has broad topics, I highly suggest you create different opt-in forms and different pop-ups and different offers for each of them. And ideally, you would want to have a product associated to that. So in that case, people download the free juicing ebook, but then they add it to an autoresponder that sells them our premium juicing solution, which is a 30-day program to help them lose weight, help them be healthier, and all that kind of stuff. And that retails for around $20. And then we have the upsells following that, etc. So there's a whole funnel associated to that. But the idea for capturing leads is juicing category, juicing offer. And in that case, we have a two-step opt-in pop-up. So you can see initially you don't really see much on that pop-up. You don't know if you're going to have to opt in. It just says download the recipe book now. And what I want in that pop-up is I want to get the engagement. I want people to say, yes, I want that ebook. Because if they don't want it, there's no way they're going to give me their email for it. So first I want them to say, yes, I want it. And I'm not putting any condition to it. I'm just saying download the recipe ebook. So a lot of people click on that. And when they click, then the form appears. And enter your email, you receive a download link in 5 seconds. So it's like, hey, I'll get it right now. I'm not going to wait. It's coming to my mailbox. People can put their name and their email address. And in terms of name and email address, we're actually testing it right now. And it seems like email address only is increasing our conversion rate by around 10 to 12%. So, and it doesn't seem to be changing very much in the autoresponder. So actually, that probably is not perfect. I would have only the email to increase the conversion rate even more. So yeah, that's how you do your two-step. First, you say, do you want this? Yes or no? And if they want it, you say, hey, where do I send it to you? Give me your email address. Rather than say, give me your email address to get something, because that feels like you're already bargaining with them. You're not when you give stuff for free and then you're like, I want to send it to you. What's your email address? That's how you get higher conversion rate on your pop-up. So it's quite important and quite good to implement when you can implement two-step pop-up, which we will see in the technical pop-up implementation video. Now we have QuickSprout. QuickSprout is using an interesting mechanic here, which is a yes-no mechanic. And a yes-no mechanic is basically saying, asking a very rhetorical question where anyone that's on that site should say yes. And then if they say no, make them look like a dummy. So that works pretty well. So in that case, QuickSprout presents a step-by-step guide to monster traffic generation. Who doesn't want more traffic? And it says, yes, send me the traffic generation guide. No, I have enough traffic. And then when you put your mouse on it, it says, sure, Neil grew TechCrunch's traffic by 30% within 2 months. So it gives a little bit of social proof so that you would click on the yes. So like, nobody has enough traffic. Everyone wants to make more sales. And one of the factors to making more sales is getting more targeted traffic. So everyone should be clicking on the yes. If I click on the no, that's going to close the pop-up and I'm going to get back to my blog content. If I click on the yes, then it's saying, where should we email it? And that's the principle we talked about in a previous pop-up, which is, do you want it? Yes or no? And then, where do I send it? Much, much better approach than give us your email to get this. And yeah, it's a pretty classic one. It's pretty simple apart from that. So that's the important part of that pop-up, the dummy yes-no thing, as opposed to, do you want to download it? Next, we have Conversion Excel, which, actually for conversion rate optimization side, I was not very impressed with their pop-ups. And they're using Simomi, which means they can't category target the same way I'm doing it on Health Ambition. But I guess it's okay for them because they're only conversion rate optimization on their whole site. So they can make this kind of offer, even though I'm sure if they went more granular, they would actually be able to improve the amount of emails they collect from their pop-ups. Anyway, let's look at that pop-up. Rookie focus tactic on user process, focus on processes, get the free ebook to master the essential conversion rate optimization. So here you can see we have that lead magnet, and you can see pretty much everyone uses a lead magnet at this point, whether it's a chance to win a t-shirt or winning something, etc. And only the last one doesn't use one. And enter your email. So you can see in that case, they only have the single email entry because it seems to be improving conversion. It seems like nowadays getting the name is not necessarily very useful anymore. People just know that it's automated at this point. It's not like calling people by their name in your autoresponder is going to add a lot of value because people are more educated about how the way technology works. They know if they gave you their name, you're just going to add it automatically. So yeah, like get a free ebook. And what's very important as well, what's I want to talk about is the call to action. A lot of people put subscribe or get join, that kind of stuff. This is not very precise. What they did is get free ebook. So they put very precise call to action. And if you go back to the other call to action, it's always very precise and it always says what's going to happen when you click on that button. So send me the free traffic generation guide. In that case, free instant access. Enter to receive the download link so they know what they're going to get. Get my free t-shirt. You can see everyone's using very, very precise call to action in their buttons. So rather than say join or subscribe, tell people what's going to happen when they click on that button. That's how you get people's trust and they know what's going to happen. They know it's not going to go haywire and take them somewhere they don't want, etc. So I'd say it's okay. I would expect better for conversion rate optimization side, but I also wanted to show you, average pop-ups and how you can do much better by doing category targeting, by doing two steps, yes, no dummy, by giving away free physical stuff. And now we've got a very bad one from MindBodyGreen. MindBodyGreen, they're a very big site. I think they get something like 1 million visits per day. I mean, it's really insane. But I don't think they're doing anything very good. They're just too big to fail. And their pop-up is basically that. So in that case, they're giving absolutely nothing away. Sign up for the MindBodyGreen newsletter. Why would I sign up? Because I said so. It doesn't really add much value. You can see that call to action is join, which is the opposite of what we just said, and the opposite of these much more refined pop-ups that we saw before that explain what you're gonna get when you click on the button. They just say join, and the only call to action is get daily wellness inspiration straight to your inbox. It's very broad. It's not very targeted, and they have a massive site. They could really do category targeting and get way more emails. But I guess that's how most people use pop-ups, and that's why they're like, it's good, but it's not great. Well, if you are able to implement it with, giving something away, having a precise call to action, implementing your 2 steps, maybe using the yes/no dummy thing, and just overall being relevant on your category, then you'll be able to do much better with opt-in pop-ups. So that was my 5 pop-up review video. I hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next video.